first ever on-scene footage of bison. Cookity cookity coo. We said that if we're too close, what we should do is measure with our thumb, put it in front of our eye, close our eye, and if we see the bison, we're too close. So let me just. There we go. Nah, we're far enough.
Okay.
We're good. We're good, right?
It doesn't cover the bison.
Yeah, that covers the bison.
I'll do it like this, it covers the bison.
Goodbye. Now we're making our way to the horse stable, where we're gonna learn about bison fur. Over 3 million buffalo were killed in the attempt to starve out the First Nations because the First Nations followed the buffalo stock, and McDonald thought he could kill off the First Nations. First, let me tell you what this is. So, what you see right now are a bunch of fences, and these fences actually act as a guide for the buffalo. Before they can go into the wilderness, they have to go through inspection to make sure they're safe and healthy. So this is what these fences do. And once they go through these fences and they go through inspection, they'll be led again through in order to go into the wilderness and be free and only get cared if they are sick or unhealthy. Yeah, the triangle pillars all around, those are like safe spaces that workers could hide in, because if the buffalo comes and tries to ram you, then if you're in those triangle pillars, you're supposedly supposed to save you, but there's been incidents where they've actually cut off the legs of those triangle pillars and can injure the workers.
We tried to do it in the summertime. It's too hot for them. Okay. And if they get too hot and stressed out, they get something called capture myopathy, where they can actually die from it. So we do this in January, usually in the wintertime, and we work up to negative 40 degrees Celsius. That's the cutoff for us, and we will work up to that temperature, absolutely. If it gets too warm, like if it starts to get to the 0 mark, or even below negative 10, like if it starts to warm up beyond that, we won't do it anymore. And then if you pull over this way, good job.
Whoa!
You got in the way.
Lastly, we went to a health inspection center. It was where the fences lead, and we learned how they inspect the bison, and how they carefully make sure that they're healthy, and what age the bison is.
So that piece there, opens up, and then they close it in behind them. And this piece right here, like this. And then this piece on the end here, you see how it has a bit of a rubberized piece on it? Yeah. That's actually because it's going to just gently close on the bison's baby teeth, just like we do. And we can find out how old they are based on the teeth eruption. And then from that time on, they're all eating the same thing. They're all eating grass. So all of their teeth wear down the same way. So we can tell how old they are based on how much wear and tear they've got on their teeth.
And you can zoom with the thing. Nope, the thing on the lens. The lens itself. Yeah. Put your forward. Can I pull forward a bit more, please? That? There you go. Bit more. Awesome. Okay, I'm getting its face. After using our whole morning to learn about bison and buffalo, the same thing, in Alberta National Park, we decided to head over to the RAM, the Royal Alberta Museum, and this is what happened. Check it out. We just arrived at the Royal Alberta Museum. We're heading in. Thank you.
Yeah. We can see if they're identical in their interests.
This is really cool. Children's gallery. So many interesting things that are in here. I love when museums include stuff for the younger kids as well. That gives them an interest. It's awesome. I just love favorite travels. Big pit.
Are you taking video or photos?
Videos. I go.
Alright, now we have a snowy cap.
This is an interactive sand pit. That's right. You can make mountains, volcanoes, new landscapes, and it's all done from a projector from above. And this projector senses what you're making and does the change accordingly.
Depending on how your landscape is designed, you get different animals as well. So on your mountain, you get your kind of bighorn sheep and things like that. If
He's
you
taken
make
off.
flatlands, you get buffalo.
That's really cool.
This is one of my favorite things in the museum as an interactive.
And so how is it, it's clearly projection, but what is giving it so that you can...
Yeah, this is like an Xbox Connect. So you know those video games where it sees your body, so you're dancing with it or whatever. It's using the same thing, only it's directed at the sand. And the sand is kind of special, right? It's got sort of sparkly bits in it, so the machine connects.
Yeah, look at that. Oh, this is too big. No.
Yeah, we often have to go back to
Houston, we're ready for takeoff.
Are you kidding me?
This is, so if you were to come down this corridor, you can look into here and you can see the staff working on, they're feeding, they're carrying, they're rearing. We've been foster parents. There are, a couple of you, people do surrender their invertebrates. There was somebody in town who had some 40 some odd tarantulas. Or are you really happy to blast multiple layers of glass?
I'm like that.
Tarantulas. I don't know if I even have to say this, like 69.9% of you guys are not subscribed. I don't know why. My content is amazing. And I mean, if you don't like my video, you can just unsubscribe afterwards, but you won't because they're amazing. So yeah, hit that red button and subscribe.